Hello everyone, welcome to Chi TV's Miramichi Weekly News, and unfortunately this week we start off on a bit of a sad note as Miramichi City Councilor Nancy Lordon passed away on Wednesday at the age of 55 after losing her battle with cancer. She garnered the most votes of any city councilor in the 2008 election and the second most votes of any councilor in 2012, and she also was the first deputy mayor in the history of the city. I would like to pass along my sincerest condolences to her family at this time. On Saturday, Miramichi will find out if they are going to be successful in hosting the 2017 Acadian Games, as the bid will get one last chance to pitch the decision committee in Charlottetown this afternoon before finally being decided tonight. Fredericton, New Brunswick, and Dalhousie, New Brunswick are also in the running. It is expected that the 4-day event would infuse $1.1 million into the economy of the region. This, despite the fact that I cannot believe that the plan for these games is the athletes are going to be housed at Miramichi Valley and Carrefour Beausoleil sleeping in classrooms. Okay, so two problems I have with this. First of all, why not get them to stay at hotels? Yes, I know it's more money for the athletes, but generates yet more income for the surrounding area and the hotels and restaurants and things like that. But secondly, who would want to sleep at the floor of Miramichi? Listen, I went to Miramichi Valley. Those floors are awful. But good luck to the Miramichi bid committee, and here's the hope that the 2017 Jeux d'Acadie will be coming to the region. Let's see. Also, Liberal Premier Brian Gallant was in the region on Thursday speaking to the Miramichi Chamber of Commerce. He said that in his speech that the driving force behind his mandate is to create jobs, help the economy, and help struggling families. He touched on his plans for the small business tax cut, cutting it to 4% this year and to 2.5% by 2018, which would make the tax cut the lowest in Eastern Canada. He also spoke about other Miramichi-related issues, being very coy about their plans to negotiate with Miramichi Lumber, talked about the nursing home issues that are in the city at the moment, and also was pumping the tires on his $900 million infrastructure plan. Moving on now to some court and police news. An 18-year-old driver was busted doing 157 kilometers an hour in an 80 kilometer an hour zone in Legacyville. He had two other 14-year-old passengers in the vehicle with him. The young lad, I can't call him a guy, man, he's 18. Anyway, he's going to come back. He's going to be in court in February. He faces a $600 fine and 3 years suspension of his license. And also, the 12-year-old from last week, a couple weeks ago, he was involved in a fire at Miramichi Feeds, and then last week he was stealing some Vachon cakes. He's in the news again. He left home with an 11-year-old boy last Saturday night, and then he got himself into a little bit of trouble, let's say. They broke into a boat that was ready for winter storage. They broke into a garage where they spray painted, and they left feces in the area, and then they killed 2 chickens with a shovel. They were found on Sunday evening, and they were found in possession of cannabis at the time. The 11-year-old was released back to his parents, and the 12-year-old was held for court. Listen, it's time to lock this kid up. His grandparents, who are, one of his probation terms is that he has to stay with his grandparents. It's obvious they have no control over this kid. It's time for juvenile detention, young man. I mean, this kid is just it's gonna keep happening. This guy is on the path to major crimes. Step in and put a stop to it now, please, and thank you. All right, moving on to the weekly Miramichi Timberwolves report. The Timberwolves are on the road this weekend. They play in Amherst this evening and in Summerside tomorrow. The Timberwolves are 14-5 on the season and are second place in the Roger Meek division with 28 points. Last weekend they won 2 out of 3, beating St. Stephen 8-4 at home, beating Campbellton 6-0 at home to improve their home record to 10-0 on the season. And then they unfortunately dropped a really close, tight game in Woodstock on Sunday, 2-0 against the first place Slammers. The Timberwolves cracked the top 20 national rankings this week. They're up to 16th in the country now, and in case you missed it on Tuesday, I did a little show giving you the top 5 reasons why you should go out and support your local team. So we might want to go back and give that a watch. And then next weekend, they got a home game coming up next Saturday. So get your butt out to the rink and watch excellent hockey team at the moment. And last but not least, it is my bone to pick. And my bone to pick this week is with Big Brothers Big Sisters Miramichi. In case you missed it, they decided to air out some dirty laundry on Facebook, and it really just backfired in their face. On I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday, they posted pictures of some barricades that had been erected around their property, allegedly by the neighboring church. Now, they decided to, and the quote that sticks in my mind is, so much for the unity in community thing. Now, immediately this backfired, as immediately people started questioning, well, why are you airing this out on Facebook? Why didn't you just go over and talk to the church? I mean, people already have somewhat of a negative sentiment towards Big Brothers Big Sisters because they pull in $25,000 a week with the Gold Rush Lottery, which is equivalent to $1.3 million a year. So a company they are a company. They're, yes, Big Brothers Big Sisters helps young persons in the Miramichi area. But you know what? This was just, there was no need of it. And of course, the church issued a statement, saying, listen, we put these barricades up because the road is in disrepair. We don't want people driving on the roads. It's a liability. And then, of course, immediately the Big Brothers Big Sisters picture disappeared, and there was no mention and there was no comment. Basically, Big Brothers Big Sisters Miramichi ran away with their tail between their legs. The moral of the story is, folks, just fucking talk to people. All they had to do was walk across, talk to them in private, but now it's a public relations nightmare because everyone's like, I told you so, told you I was going to backfire in your face, Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Common sense, people. Sometimes common sense is the best approach. Well, folks, that's it for this week's episode of Miramichi Weekly News from the Chi TV mobile studio. It's so cold, my breath has been coming out of my mouth the whole episode. But hey, that's just the way it goes. If you have some news out there that I need to report, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, website, email, call me. But until next week. Hey guys, if you like what you see, make sure you check out Chi TV online. We've got our website, Twitter account, Facebook right over here. And hey, down over this way somewhere should be a subscribe button to our YouTube page so you know about when we release all our new videos. Peace.